What you're seeing on my screen is an SMM Panel website, hosted on WordPress with just a single plugin. I will show you exactly how you can start your own panel without spending anything at all. It's all for free, so keep watching. Go to this website you're seeing on the screen. I will leave the link in the description and pin comment. Create an account, and here's how the dashboard looks like. Once you logged in, go to the plugin section and click Download. Now, head to your WordPress admin and install this plugin. Once the plugin is installed, you will see a Net6ix setup menu at the top sidebar, or a notification to sync. On the setup page, click Sync Files, and that's it. You will see the Net6ix panel menus. You can either set up the panel using the wizard menu below, or you can use the manual process, but I will be using the wizard setup. So pay attention as I configure everything. On the first section of the wizard page, you need to install those two plugins you're seeing. You can install both plugins automatically or manually. The next section is where you configure the API provider. You will enter the provider name, API URL, and API key. You can then click the test connection to make sure they're correct. The next section is where you get to choose the panel landing page. I'll recommend the theme one. You can also use a custom landing page, which I will still show you later in the video. You can also choose the panel color mode. For the panel interface, you can select any of the three there, and also configure the panel Google fonts and size. The next one is where you will configure the panel name and also select the currency you want to list services in, either USD, Euro, or any other currency. Once you're done, click Save and Continue button. And that's it. You're done. If you want to add another API provider, just click on the API provider menu, and on the page, click Add New Provider button. Configure the name, API URL, and API key. Make sure to select the currency the provider services is listed. For example, if it's listed in Euro, select Euro. That way the conversion to your panel currency will be accurate. Now let's import service. Click the Import Service menu, select the provider, and enter the markup percentage. If the provider price is $5 for a service, it's going to add the percentage you set up to the price, which is going to be your profit. Click on the Fetch and Search Services button, and all the provider services will be listed. Click on the Import All New Services, and below you will see Import and Synced Selected button. Click it and all the services will be imported. You will find all the imported services on the service menu page. This is how the website front end look. So I'm just going to sign up as a customer. And this is how the interface look. There's 3 different types of interface available. I only select the one I want. It can also be change if want. You can see the services being listed. I want to place an order, but first I will add fund this account so I can place the order. Click on the Users menu and click the Edit button to add fund for user. Under the Manage Wallet, you will see Add Funds. Enter the amount in payment notes. That's how you fund user wallet manually, in case they use a manual payment. I will refresh and the fund is added. The next thing is to place an order. I'll select one of the service, maybe YouTube Views service. Enter the URL. You can see the orders page on the provider is empty. So now I will click Place Order button. There's also drip feed available for users. My orders page is where users will find their orders. Yeah, let's go back to the provider page. Refresh and you can see the order has been sent from my panel to the provider's panel. Now let's head to the settings page. Click on the cron job. Make sure to click on the Regenerate Secret Key button. Now copy the first cron URL, head to any cron job website, and configure it to 1 minute. Copy the second cron URL and configure it also to an hour or 2. You can also set up number of services to sync per cron run. If you set higher number, make sure your hosting is strong. Same with the order batch size also. How many order to update per cron run. You can set up the auto trash missing services also. This will trash services that is no more available on provider's panel. The currency section is where you can change the panel currency, and the social and navigation section is where you set up Google login for users, and also set up WhatsApp number support, where users can text you for any issues. If you have services with different social media, maybe YouTube, Facebook, and all, I recommend you turn on the network grouping. This will allow YouTube and Facebook and the rest to be grouped. If I refresh the front-end page, you will see the network there above that group every social media category accordingly. I only have YouTube services available. If I add Facebook, You will see Facebook there and all its categories and services. Now, on the security section is where you configure Google reCAPTCHA for every login, and this helps block bots from creating accounts. The advanced section is where you can configure a custom landing page for the panel. If you don't like the ones available, you can use Claude A or ChatGPT to build a landing page. Copy the code and enter it inside the box. Turn on the Enable Custom Homepage, and it will replace the default landing page. Now, let's configure the payment method. Click on the Payment Methods menu. You can see the list of available payment gateways: PayPal, Strip, Paystack, Flutterwave, Payment, Now Payment, Perfect Money, and so on. If you select any of it, you will see where to enter correct credentials. Make sure to configure it correctly. Now, when you click on the Orders menu, this is where you will find all the orders. You can search for any order by entering the order ID. Right now, the order I placed a few minutes ago is still processing. Once it starts running, it will start counting and updating each time the cron job run. Now, to be clear, when you go to the MarketPoint website, you will see a 5% commission there. What this means is that you only pay 5% commission on every completed order. If an order is completed as $100, you only pay 5% of that $100. So you only pay when you earn. In case an order is completed, you have 24 hours to pay the commission, or your panel will be locked until you clear the debt. All right, seems like the campaign is completed. You can see it marked complete on User Dashboard. And if you check the orders page on the admin side, the order is also marked completed. Same thing on the providers panel. If you look carefully, you will see the notification above saying to pay the commission for the completed order and how much own. Now, let's go back to the MarketPoint dashboard. Refresh and you can see the notification telling me to pay up the commission for the order completed and exactly how much I'm owning. So you see, you only pay 5% of whatever you earn. If you click on the Add Fund button or the Wallet section, you can top up and clear the debt. You have 24 hours to clear it. Remember, you only pay when you earn. Use the chat button on the page to message support for help. I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching.